Hello everybody, welcome to this video that I both was and wasn't expecting. Was because I wanted to talk about this particular subject for a while but couldn't find a time and place to, and wasn't because I wasn't expecting to find a time or place to do it. Weird how the world works. This is my Gerard Way Appreciation video. I'm super excited for this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Gerard Way. Gerard Arthur Way. Without further ado, let's get to talking about Gerard. Also, I want to give a shout out to my wonderful girlfriend Emily for getting me this MCR shirt because previously, even though I had been a fan of MCR since I was 16, I didn't have any merch, but I didn't have any merch from them, but luckily since it's also one of her favorite bands. I mean, it's her favorite band of all time, but we both love it, but I love it too, love them too. Like, she was able to get me it. So shout out to her. So the first thing I wanted to do is talk about Gerard's many influences, and I've listed them right here, and I'm going to go through them one by one. So let's get to it. I'll also be showing how each band influenced Gerard in a way, and how they formed the sound or style that he and or MCR is associated with. Bon Jovi. I feel like Bon Jovi is Gerard's first concert. Was Gerard's first concert. He saw them in elementary school and became influenced. This was the band that first influenced Gerard to start a band, and they're also and like Gerard himself, they're also from Jersey. So yeah, those are two aspects that in itself that you can see how pivotal they are in forming Gerard's influence for music. Van Halen. So this is one of the few metal bands, aside from being one of MCR's influences. This is also like one of the few metal bands that my dad has liked, because he's not a super huge metal fan. But that's beside the point. Gerard, this band is, I guess you could say, this, maybe, I don't know if it's technically an influence from Gerard directly himself, but I have seen some sources where it said as that they were an influence for MCR, I guess I can see how, because Van Halen shows are known for being really energetic and flamboyant. Which is what a lot of MCR shows are too. They're really flamboyant in nature and really wild and really attention grabbing. Like, not just Gerard himself, but the entire band. Like the drums, the guitar, all three guitar players, Ray, Frank, and Mikey. All three of them do a really good job in their playing. And no matter what drummer they have, all the drummers they've had are really good, regardless of behind the scenes drama or not. Iron Maiden. Now this one's an easy one. Iron Maiden has influenced MCR I can say why. Mainly because you can see how for one reason. Shows and albums are known for being very story driven, and you can see how Iron Maiden's shows are known for being very theatrical, and their albums are known for being are known for having concepts in them, and MCR stories are known for having concepts in them as well. Like the shirt I'm wearing right here, with the Demolition Lovers from Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge, and their albums tackle different themes, which is what MCR's albums do as well. They tackle themes of romance, love, lust, loss, powering through tragedies, angst, and a whole bunch of other things too. Aside from that, Gerard's voice and Gerard's stage presence and Bruce Dickinson's are very similar. I've noticed, very similar from how energetic. Not how energetic and how passionate they are in their vocals and style and how they sing. And yeah, their posture is so similar. Judas Priest. This one I can only briefly talk about because Gerard's vocal style is similar to Bruce Dickinson's and Rob Halford's. The same postures and same stage presence that they have. You can definitely see within his performances. Slayer. This band is so this band it's you can this band MCR has been very crucially inspired MCR, mainly for the darkness and the dark themes of their music. Mainly you can see this influence in Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge with the dark themes, like the blood and the goriness, violence, I don't want to say violence, but very gruesome driven lyrics and dark, or genuinely you can see, just that's how it can be described. That's the main thing you can describe it with, the darkness in their lyrics and how that's how Slayer influenced MCR in a way. Pantera influenced MCR mainly for the confrontational side of their lyrics. Pantera's lyrics are known for being very confrontational in how a lot of them are really anger driven, and how they're influenced by several real life aspects, and with MCR's lyrics, there's no exceptions. There are exceptions, but mainly a lot of their lyrics are either influenced, like Pantera. A lot of their lyrics are either influenced by something or are confrontational in how they're conveyed. I've talked about the metal influences of Gerard. Now for the British influences. I already listed the British influences with Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, but now to talk about the British ones. The other British ones, the ones that are mainly known within British circles. Also in American circles as well, but first and foremost gained an audience in the UK. David Bowie. I think aside from music, I think Gerard's solo career, a lot of his solo career is inspired by Britpop and David Bowie himself. You can see not just in the music but in the style, how Gerard how Gerard often changes. You notice how Gerard often changes his hair color a lot. Like I think that aspect is like mainly David Bowie inspired. Like you can really see that. Like it's really visible within a lot of it. Like especially in the 2010s, like during the Danger Days era and all that, and especially and like I mentioned, his solo career. This band, Gerard's solo album, Hesitant Alien, is you can hear in its sound, like you can hear how much like Blur has influenced that album, mainly with their eccentric lyrics and how like either fast paced or slow in tempo their songs are, like and mainly how experimental some of their songs are, like how Gerard occasionally makes this sound experimental. Pulp. Getting back to the flamboyant side of Gerard, like this band, you can is mainly influenced Gerard via how flamboyant he is and how similar he is to eccentric, how both eccentric and flamboyant he is, like similar to Pulp's frontman Jarvis Cockner, and like how they get their different messages across. Oasis. This band's lyrics mainly talk about life and how um they talk about life and different things and different social issues, which definitely which you can definitely which Gerard definitely does as well, and how yeah, like you can hear that within Gerard's music too, like mhm. Oh yeah, and speaking of Blur, Pulp, and Oasis, Gerard actually did covers of a song from each of those bands. Okay, now one of the most crucial types of influences of Gerard's, the gothic rock influences. The first one I want to mention is The Cure. The Cure's the Cure's lyrics are mainly talk about I've only listened to a couple of songs of only like 3 or 4 songs by The Cure, but their songs mainly mainly reference romance, and that's and like not only that, but frontman Robert Smith's style has also become vital for influencing a lot of people, a lot of would be pop punk or emo or alternative artists. I know a couple of my current friends are huge gothic rock fans. So shout out to them. The same can be said for Susie Sue and the Banshees. Forgive me if I said that band name wrong, but like yeah, that band also has been an influence for Gerard for similar reasons. Joy Division. Like a lot of the bands that I've talked about so far, this band can be associated with Gerard being influenced by them, mainly for the stage presence of their frontman. Like him and Ian Curtis, you can see, I mean, especially nowadays I've noticed you can see the influences between modern day Gerard and Ian Curtis. Like in a lot of things, in their style, in their stage presence, like yeah, you can really notice that. The Smiths, though this technically isn't a gothic rock group, a lot of their style and a lot of their themes and a lot of the themes in their lyrics are almost near similar to gothic rock and are listened to by gothic rock fans. So I've decided to put this in the list on in the gothic rock section of this video. But yeah, the Smiths are vital in in influencing MCR as a whole. Aside from just Gerard, like before emo music officially existed, the Smiths were one of the few bands that like broke the mold for what was to be expected, and they became a big figure that influenced a lot of contemporary post-hardcore, or I mean indie rock or post-hardcore bands. Regardless if you like if frontman Stephen Morrissey or not, I don't like him, but hey, his music is good, and he's not a good guy. He's not that great a person, but yeah, separate the art from the artist. Smashing Pumpkins. This is probably one of the most major influences in MCR, because it was Gerard's brother and the bassist's first concert, and he and Gerard saw it, and Mikey told Gerard that this is what influenced him to want us to start the band. And so, like, a lot of MCR's themes, I mean, a lot of not just a lot of their themes, but a lot of their concepts have been influenced by Smashing Pumpkins. You can definitely see a lot of theatrical, their theatrics come about and be like super similar to Smashing Pumpkins. Also, another thing I wanted to talk about is how the frontman of Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan, looks super similar to Gerard. I mean, at least in the early days of both of their careers, they looked super similar. Like if you look at pictures of them side by side online, you can definitely see the resemblance. And now for probably the other most important types of influences for MCR, the alternative type. Iggy Pop. This is one of the more this is one of the more loose influences you can see in MCR's music. Iggy Pop is vital for influencing several punk bands, mainly from Golden Age, but I can see why, like, how Gerard would be influenced by them, since he's known for being aside from being very flamboyant, he's occasionally been shown to be a little risque as well. Like, nowhere near as risque as Iggy is, but still like risque in some of his quips on stage. Like, if you like, a lot of punk or emo groups are known for like occasionally being a little suggestive in their dialogue on stage. I mean, as long as long as they don't cross the line in any way. But hey, that's one of the ways Gerard has been influenced by Iggy Pop, and yeah, the Ramones. For this band, I think the influence of MCR mainly comes down to the drumming, the guitar, especially mainly from the first two albums, which like really had the post-hardcore feel to it. Uh, it it um and like and like you can see, and like especially in the early days, you can see like the similar styles to how Joey Ramone and Gerard are similar, like just like a majority of the frontmen that I talked about. The Misfits. This one, I think this one is easy because like aside from being like from Jersey, just like MCR, and Gerard himself, like the Misfits have also tackled dark themes like MCR's music, um and a lot of the and and a lot of the band members have also taken on side projects just like Frank Arrow has. um I think the main reason why I mentioned them is because like their first album, I brought you my bullets, you brought me your love, like has also been has is so similar to them because like it's so because like how fast paced a lot of the songs on that album are, and how dark it is, and how like darker it is in tone it is compared to like the later albums, at least the first two albums, you can see that in like the first two albums, like mainly in songs like Head First for Halos, Vampires Will Never Hurt You, Honey, This Mirror Ain't Big Enough for the Two of Us, and Skylines and Turnstiles. Like and Sunset Over Monroeville. Like you can like a lot like those songs, like you can hear like the style of the Misfits in them. The first album is also heavily influenced by Black Flag and Fugazi, like two bands that are considered definitive in post-hardcore music, to like contemporary post-hardcore bands or artists. Like you can hear mainly the either fast-paced or somber sounds within the music, and how it is. Okay, so I've talked about the influences of Gerard. Now, what else should I do? Now, what else should I talk about in regards to him? Hmm. Hmm. King of Emo, Sheriff of Town, Bright Light Smile from Dark Frown. King of Emo, Sheriff of Town, Bright Light Smile from Dark Frown. King of Emo, Sheriff of Town, Bright Light Smile from Dark Frown. One of Jersey's proudest offsprings, angels stop when he sings. One of Jersey's proudest offsprings, angels stop when he sings. One of Jersey's proudest offsprings, angels stop when he sings. Adventures far and wide, biggest set of words when passions align. Adventures far and wide, biggest set of words when passions align. Adventures far and wide, biggest set of words when passions align. Well, guys, thanks for watching this video. Here I am back in, I wasn't in it at first, but in the first few times I filmed this video, but here I am back in eyeliner. Hope you like it. And, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video I made by now it's a day after Gerard's birthday, and but yeah, that video, like, it took a lot of effort, believe me. And I know I stutter a lot, but hey, what matters is that I am able to finish it. So I hope you enjoy it, whether it's competently made or not. And yeah, happy belated birthday, Gerard, to the king of emo himself. You have changed our lives in ways that we can't even start to say, because the list of how you changed our lives is off the off the charts, like literally. If you have anything or any reason you love talking about Gerard, let me know in the comments, or just simply, or if you're an emo person like myself and my girlfriend, and you're super into the music and the culture, and the and or anything even remotely similar to it, then let me know in the comments, or let me know privately on my Instagram, and I will. And yeah, that's great. Well, it was good to film this. I'm glad I got to film this. I will see you in the next video. Stay cool and stay good.